have a look at, I hope, all the issues about time tracking, because they are kind of all over the place. Maybe some old stuff and maybe some stuff that in the meantime got fixed or got implemented. So we're trying to tidy up all the time tracking issues so we can have a better look at it and maybe make them easier to find. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen now.
Perfect.
Okay.
I wonder, from my point of view, I know you've probably skimmed through and done some categorizing and added some notes, etc. But
Yeah.
I'm a bit newer to the list.
Okay.
Do you think it would be okay to look at the epics first? Because if anything, I guess we're going to want to
Yes.
attach some of these to the epics. So if we can understand what the epics are,
Yeah.
and if we've got enough, too many, etc., then
Yeah.
we can go
Absolutely.
from there. Oh, awesome. Okay, so there's already something defined. Oh, that's interesting. So there's actually no issues assigned to
Yeah.
the
I guess
lovable,
this epic was something they tried to think about, but then
but there's a few on complete.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at this to see what is actually. Oh,
Quite old, this one, because they're 3 years old.
so if I look for product categories, I even have a feeling that I don't know if it's helps if I put the word GitLab in there. The service desk or time tracking or something has actually like doesn't have a product manager anymore or something like that. But so time tracking isn't a thing.
I don't think so, because I remember looking at an epic that you were discussing with somebody else which group was the best one for the time
So
feature.
did we get an answer to that project management? I would say.
I guess so, yeah, because that's kind of the main focus for some. Yeah,
So under here, normally there's something that says team planning and planning analytics. This is the direction page is normally where I would expect that maturity stuff to be.
yeah,
There's no time tracking on that one. Time tracking. So we know it's under planning analytics now.
well, it makes sense because you want to analyze the.
Absolutely. And what does this? Oh, that just takes us through to the docs. So application is built for. So if time tracking is only mentioned, or tracking is only mentioned there, time. What I'm suggesting is I suspect that there isn't a plan, a maturity plan, or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah,
in place for time tracking. So I don't think we should close or do anything with those epics probably, but we should maybe
okay,
invite Gabe after we've done our kind of housekeeping. We should invite Gabe maybe to sort of see if he's open to us defining
yeah,
the sort of was it lovable and complete, or if he wants to have a bash at it, or if he does want to just close off those epics.
yeah.
So let's make a note against these two then. So, okay. Have I not got edit access?
Let me check.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh,
Probably you've given it to my alter ego.
oh,
So now I have to do. Can I click a button to request access or something? L ticket GitLab.com.
LT. Oh, wait. Can you send me the email so that I can?
Of course. Or at least I thought. Did Discord crash again? It must have done.
Yeah.
Dear oh dear.
Okay. I was going to write the wrong thing.
I don't believe that you would have spelt my surname wrong. You've written it enough times, I'm sure.
No, not that. I wasn't sure about the other things.
No worries.
Okay, your alter ego should now have access.
Not quite. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to do that for at least now and say reach out to Gabe. He wants to close, move in some issues, delegate to us. So I should update. Yeah, it doesn't really say, does it? But I should add this link, even though it's not. It doesn't really help, but I should add that link to these, which I've already got open anyway, probably. So that was for the lovable one. I guess what we've got to be conscious of, though, is that an issue can only belong to one epic, right? So these two.
How are these two epics used, though? Because lovable should include issues with features that would be nice to have for the time tracking, and complete instead issues that have been done completely.
No, I think my understanding is that lovable. So I'm not even sure which way round. Does lovable come before complete or after complete? Minimum lovable. So maturity. There you go. Planned, minimal, viable, complete, and then lovable. So we're actually assuming that we're currently at viable, I guess. So complete would have some things that we think are really needed, and then lovable will have stuff that is really going over the top, but would just make it absolutely unbelievable. So I suspect nothing would be in lovable at the moment, or I don't know.
To be honest, looking at the definition of viable, I don't even think that we are viable.
Maybe not. Let me just go back on. It didn't say anything really, did it? This is too low level for
maturity minimum.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so minimum. But this is a bit like planning analytics encompasses a lot of stuff. So specifically time tracking, it's hard to know. But if we're currently at minimal, then technically there should be an epic to say what do we need to do to get to viable, what do we need to do to get to complete, and what do we need to do to get to lovable. But I've not particularly seen epics used in that way before. So again, Gabe might just say, oh no, let's just close off those epics and group them in whatever way we see fit. One might be about UI, one might be about billing, one might be about reporting. I don't know.
On the document, actually, there's another sheet where I thought about a couple of epics or how
So,
we could categorize them.
should we read these three epics and see what we've already got? So, time tracking design.
Yeah, this is the epic, the original issue that we looked at with Nick, that then got converted to an epic.
Right, is this essentially about building a UI for what is currently just managed using quick actions?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put that for my so building a UI to supplement the quick actions. Then time tracking reports. So there's quite a lot under that. I wonder. Oh, I created this one.
Yeah, we created this when we started
Oh,
having
but the
a better
time
look.
tracking design is actually a parent or child or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually about that epic being an epic, because that's more like uh, not documentation but investigation about a possible.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Um, I think it could be because then underneath that epic, we would then create or move the issues which relate to actually creating that UI. So the
Yeah,
epic's got the research, the information about what it could look like and what it should look like and why, and then underneath it we can put yeah what actually needs to happen
yeah,
um, to kind of build that UI. Um, Okay, yeah, so allow users to group time logs together, add serve, create time. So I don't feel like that's add service
that's
GraphQL.
that's
Not
something that
really part of a report, is it?
no, exactly.
So shall I remove?
Oh, that's, let me check what that one is about, because I
I'll
don't
just make
remember.
sure it's on our list 368624.
Oh yeah, that's definitely on our. Oh, I hope that's on our list.
I don't think it is actually.
Oh, maybe it, because when I searched for the issue, I searched for the label time tracking, but I guess that doesn't have the label.
So we will add it.
Yeah.
And then we will add. Did you have a nice way to, if I paste this in, it's not going to put all the description and that in, is it?
Well, I only copied the link from the URL, and the description got there automatically.
Oh,
Let me check.
isn't there something you can do? No.
If we copy it from here, let me try to. I is it not? Well, I can go back to this later and fix it, because I don't remember how I did it. Oh, maybe because I copied it from the issues list itself.
Yeah. So if I went back to here, but this is epics. Issues. Time. One, isn't it? So if we copy link, I'm still not convinced it's going to do it. No, do I need to just? Oh, I wonder if I do. So rather than do that, if I do that.
Otherwise, we can always leave it as is, and then I can go back and fix it, and there's no problem.
Uh, Nice. Yeah. Okay, and then this column is what you're thinking on what the epic should be, or
Yeah, exactly.
so. Um,
Yeah, those generic ones are because I don't really know where they could belong.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think that one should come out because it's not really to. Sure, you want to remove that from time tracking reports? Yes, I am. I
Oh,
possibly at one point maybe just use this epic just to group all time tracking stuff together, even though there was a label. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I definitely think this is about time tracking. I think I'm going to remove this epic as well.
yeah, because that's
Um,
one of the epics that I thought about was time tracking UI, and that could be a child of the time tracking UI.
cool, cool. The hard thing, I guess, comes is where like the time tracking report that is available from the sidebar also allows you to delete time logs now, doesn't it? You
Yeah.
added that functionality.
Yes.
So it starts to blur the lines between sort of the UI and the report. But I think we can categorize. So
That's the UI for the report.
time tracking report for user. So that's definitely a report. Improved time tracking report interface. Yep. Uses to save report filters. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
We don't even have report filters at the moment, let alone.
no, that's something that I thought about after having a look at your MR for the generic report.
That looks like it's probably in the right place. We'll go through your list properly in a minute, but
Yeah, don't worry.
yeah, because I think that user productivity in this you probably already said are probably the same thing. We might just need to copy a few bits, implement the search bar. Yeah, so again, I think maybe some of these are all a child of. Oh,
Time
no,
tracking report.
yeah, which I suppose they already are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pagination, iterate, ownership. Awesome, cool. Okay, so that's this one. So yeah, it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Don't really need to say anything. And then the last one. Sorry, I don't like to have too many open at the same time. Improve the time log experience. A very generic. Categorize time spent, edit or remove a track time entry. Okay.
Oh yeah, this was the very first one that we created when I started working on this.
Gotcha. Okay. So, shall I have a look at your suggestion regarding
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
epics? So, right, so we have one parent time tracking epic, which has all of the child epics and issues that don't belong in those epics.
Yeah.
We've then got one for reporting. What would ops be? So kind of like functionality.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of blurring the line between UI and functionality.
Yeah, I guess I'd probably see how many things we end up in
Yeah.
each of these to determine whether or not actually this, maybe gets removed and we just put the issues in here, or if they fit into one of the others. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds reasonable. So UI, I'm going to remember it as functionality and
Oh,
reporting,
you
and
can
then
change the name.
well, yeah, I mean we can get to that. So save report filters.
These
No.
are sorted from newer to oldest, so maybe you want to start from the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, actually, No, yeah, from the bottom, because yeah.
So that's right, yeah, because that's just functionality. Although saying that, it's not even new functionality, really. It's just porting something that's currently available. But we need it in order to be able to do the UI stuff, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And to be honest, that one is already done. In fact, that's a follow up. I don't remember for what. Oh yeah, because the quick actions don't use the service because they were created before the service.
Gotcha.
So that's only to update the quick action in order to use this new service.
Okay. So I think it still fits in ops, even though it's not. So this is tagged as feature.
Why does it have ready for review?
I guess when an issue is ready, it's probably copied, right?
Oh yeah, because it was copied. Yeah.
And type. It might be feature, but I'm not going to worry about too much
Yeah,
labeling.
yeah.
If we see something that's clearly wrong, then we can get rid of. Oh, I've killed it. Yeah, that might work. Okay, so Azure workflows. And again, it kind of sounds like functionality. Yeah, I wonder how many. We've got quite a few on ops.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether they should just all go into the parent, the main epic, but
Could
Azure
be.
workloads of commit messages. Because that kind of sounded like ops to me, this one. But could get close. Let's have a quick look at it then.
Yeah, it's 5 years old, and I don't actually know if this one. Let me check because I don't remember. It's been quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think it probably should be left. Like, I don't know much slash anything about Jura, but
Yeah.
this is essentially what it quite clearly says it an integration. I think that somebody wants it, definitely makes sense that other people want an integration with other time tracking things. So I have no interest in
Oh,
working on
maybe
it. Go on.
uh, looking at the description, maybe that's why I thought this could get close, because they're suggesting using commit messages to track time.
Right.
And I found out that hard way that using commit messages might not be the best thing, because, for example, if you use commit messages, for example, to close issues, and you're on a fork, and then you merge on another project, the
Yeah.
same commit will apply to the other project, and then we'll close the issue with the same ID on the other project.
I think there's a whole bunch of there's also handling when a commit gets amended. If multiple commits get pushed together, there's a whole kind of bunch of things that I think can be.
Yeah, using commands from commit messages can be dangerous.
But I think the general concept
Yeah.
about having some kind of integration it's interesting. Maybe no, maybe I'm starting to lean more towards agreeing with you and saying maybe I should close it and say if it's simply an integration between time logs in GitLab and time tracking in Jira, then please go ahead and open a new. Or should I just change the description? No, let's just add a note. We won't close it, but we'll just
Yeah.
say that sound all right?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine for me.
Super. It sounds like it's time logs and Jira work
Oh,
logs.
is Alexander, a writer from the
Yeah,
yeah, is he on parental leave, paternity leave?
I wasn't aware of that, but that doesn't mean that's not the case.
No, because I just got an email from someone, big Alexander. The only Alexander that I can think about is
Yeah. I'm going to leave the rest of that.
yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is a line through it so you can still see.
No, must be another one. Well,
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I suppose I see what you're saying. It's not directly functionality. It's not enhancing the functionality of time tracking as such because it's just linking it with another system. So
Yeah,
cool. Okay.
exactly.
Add a toolbar to switch between all tasks being currently time tracked.
Yeah, this one. What note did I make?
Yes, that's interesting actually. So we built a tool internally at my old company, I should say, I suppose, that integrated with not GitLab, but the sort of ticketing system we were using. And it used to sit like
Yeah,
down in the tray in Windows land. And you could see all the issues that were assigned to you, and you could sort of click one to say, right, starting to work on this. And then
yeah,
when you clicked on another one to sort of context switch, it would then ask you if you could add a note, and it would log the time between when you started working on it and when you started working on something else. That
yes,
sort of sounds like that, but maybe baked into the web interface rather than sort of a standalone tool.
yeah. That's one thing, but we're still missing the groundwork to actually know what time you're tracking because we don't have a timer on GitLab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. Like, but I think I understand. You know, if you could click a button, sort of say start tracking, and then there was a drop down at the top with a stopwatch and a list of things that you're working on, and you could sort of click between them. But you know, that's a million miles off at the moment. But
yeah.
I
There's also
understand the issue.
yeah, there are also suggestions, for example, to when a label is added to an issue, for example, doing or started working or something like that, start a timer. Then when the label is
Gotcha.
removed, stop the timer. Yeah, that I found some interesting things while looking at those.
Yeah. Um, so provide buttons to interact with time tracking feature. Okay, so you've already marked it as being related to a few others.
Yeah,
So you need to use slash commands. Slash commands are very convenient.
yeah. This is one step further than
Yeah,
the
yeah.
UI to track time. It's actually adding the buttons that we were just talking about.
And this one's got quite a few people
Yeah,
follow it. Yeah, because otherwise I would be tempted to merge this one, to close this one, and sort of point to a few of the other ones. But we might have to do the other way around, or even this, if anything. So how much? We've got the UI. No, we haven't got so with your new epics, the time tracking UI one,
Yeah.
it doesn't already exist?
No, not really. Because, for
So
example, the time tracking design epic could be a child of the time tracking UI epic.
yeah, and time tracking experience is a bit fluffy as well, isn't it? Categorized time spent. That's more like the functionality one that we talked about.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm going to jump the gun and change this to sort of add time tracking features. So features is a bit broad, isn't it? But I think that's all right. I say like not UI.
Time
It's
tracking
more sort of functionality back end.
or time tracking functional features.
The reason, yeah,
But then function UI is also functional as
yeah,
well.
exactly. But it's something the product, yeah, I would say a product feature is something that it can do.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can do it through the UI or otherwise, I think is irrelevant. So
Yeah.
functionality. This epic is not focusing on. Isn't a great add time tracking features. So yeah, I was thinking of whether this one should become what you've proposed as a time tracking UI epic.
Yeah.
Because it talks about full stop to use it. But it does jump a little bit to sort of say about play, pause, and stop. But we could include within this the thing to be like, well, let's start with a UI just to be able to add a time log. You've already done the UI to be able to delete a time log, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, this is more like an iteration further than the actual button to add a time tracking entry.
yeah. So what I don't want to do is, I suppose this could become part of. No, okay, I won't promote this. I'll make this as a child of a new epic. I was thinking I didn't want to close this. I didn't want to lose the subscribers and the
Oh no.
votes and bits
Yeah.
and pieces. I just wanted to see where. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, every time I load this page, it takes ages.
Guessing. I thought we were quite good at blocking. Or yeah, I thought. Oh, I don't see that beach ball of doom very often, do we?
Oh, which one?
Can you not see it?
No.
Did you not see the cursor? My cursor changed to the old Mac OS beach ball of doom. You know, the spinning.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that happens sometimes. GitLab Inc. Really?
I'm guessing not.
Mm,
We can. There's normally a way. What would I do? Like
maybe some time ago, because that issue is quite old.
yeah, I don't think that's. Don't think he's on the team anymore. So okay, so yeah, let's not promote this.
Mm-hmm.
So the current epics we've got are lovable, complete, design, reports. So design and reports would both sit underneath this UI one, do you think? Well, actually, reports wouldn't.
No, reports I think should be
In
in
the
parallel
top
with the
level.
UI.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
Bias correction.
We need some love. Let's use this. It's not really our top priorities anymore either, is it? But hey ho. Around UI.
Yep.
Like that. And I'll add all of the other labels for me. So now this can be added to
Tracking UI.
So cool, perfect. Features has got a couple of things on that. So did we move? We didn't attach this one, did we? No.
Nope.
So this one we said should go onto the functionality features one, right? Yeah, because it's a huge dependency. You have to put can't. It's add/improve, isn't it? So we've bundled that one up. We haven't got our master one yet, but that's fine. We've done that one.
Maybe it's better if we mark the ones that would have the look, because
that would be good. So that's kind of UI as well, isn't it?
this one did.
Showtime tagging.
Yeah, this one I didn't really know because I don't know what value stream analytics are actually.
Right, yeah. My view is this is reporting.
Yes, that's the same thing I thought.
That's what you put. Perfect. I guess I should just do what you've said on there, but it's nice to validate, right, and say, yeah, I agree. That's a conclusion I came to.
Yep.
Right. So are you all right to tick it as I go?
Oh yeah, sure. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's here.
Okay. Is that functionality? Yeah, you've called it ops.
We use GitOps, DevOps, so time tracking ops.
Yeah, it's not really a feature, is it? But
Oh yeah, that one actually I thought that could be closed because there are now some options to actually do what they were asking.
how do you mean?
The previous one, the support estimate 0 in time tracking.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So going back to this one.
Yeah, because we now have the quick action to actually remove the estimate and the track time.
I think that was always there, but what they're saying is that these should behave the same way.
Hmm.
So if I just spend 1 hour, we'll spend 0. It's an additive thing, so that's definitely not going to work, is it?
No, that's for sure. That's actually, yeah.
But if we estimate 1 hour, then estimate 0. Yeah,
0 hour. Yeah.
doesn't
No.
like it. So I bet I can't. Oh yeah, no. So I have to do remove estimate. I think it's still valid. I think it's a slightly weird use case, but who are we to, like it should be simple to do. So
Yeah. Easily we will skip quick action. So yeah.
recognize the word time slash so we list all the ones related. Do we do that with anything else? We don't do it. Only searches based on the name of the. So if I search for date, it doesn't find like due date, etc.
Yeah.
So that I almost wonder if it shouldn't be anything to do with time tracking. This one, if it should be a generic issue about quick
Quick
actions.
actions.
Yeah. Yeah, so I might actually get rid of time tracking from that because that's just an example. Recognize they call that descriptions, I guess. These explanation or description?
And that should be the description.
Description, isn't it? Like that. Remember slash commands. In.
Date.
Yeah, exactly.
That tab feature, I'm dreading to work on that.
Due date. What are there any others or?
I actually don't know.
Maybe date was a bad.
But I can't really think about any other case.
So that makes an issue confidential. What does public?
Maybe
it's
you
not.
can't see it because the
Yeah.
is confidential.
Maybe there aren't any other examples of this. I'm sure there must be, but because most things use the same word, right? Label 1, label.
Yeah. If you search for label, of course, you're going to see all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So it's almost because of the poor naming. Like if we had have named them like estimate time, spend time, remove time,
Yeah.
etc., maybe that would have.
Well, if you search for time, does remove time spent come out?
Yeah, it should do.
Okay.
That's the only one that comes up though.
Yeah.
I know a way we can do this actually. We can add aliases. So we could add an alias of spend time and estimate time, and
Okay.
we're actually running out of time. Speaking of time, so I'm actually really tempted to just have a look at something. 1 second. Where is it? We weren't intending on doing any coding, but can't help myself.
Yeah, it should be quick and easy if the alias work.
Exactly. Find an issue. Come on, it's normally quite whizzy when I just clicked on something. Oh yeah, cheating a little bit maybe, but
Is it really cheating? It's working.
yeah. I like that. So the date actually, yeah, that was a really bad example. So yeah, whilst I thought this wasn't specific to time tracking, it's like, can we find any other examples that don't have the word in them?
I can't think of any actually, because they're that's a bit.
Maybe if you type like stat, like or state or status or something, it might be nice if it sort of showed open and close, but I don't think it's not really the same thing, is it?
No, because if you want to open, you go open. If you want to close it, you go close. You don't actually search for state.
Copy metadata might be a good one to have copy labels, although again that might insinuate that you're only copying the labels, but I know a lot of people don't know about the copy metadata quick action. Estimate spend, remove time spent, lock, CC, relate. Yeah, I don't think there's any others that really fit into categories like that. So maybe that is the only one. Just as well I hadn't hit save. So should we just add a note? Say we think this should be easy to achieve by having
aliases.
I'm even tempted to do, probably won't actually do it, but was it 11th October? Put a reminder in for a month's time. So I don't know if you saw me reach out earlier. Oh yeah, you did, because you responded.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to overload, because I know the sort of, definitely if it was me on the other end, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. So I'd rather sort of drip feed stuff out there, and once we get more people sort of getting involved in that, then we might be able to start loading up a bit more. But I come across issues quite a lot that I think are quite straightforward and would be really good ones to sort of get people on board. And I want to change my mindset from being, yeah, but I could do it, it'd only take me an hour, to be like, no, let's spend that hour helping somebody else and empowering them to.
Actually, this could be easy enough to be a good for new contributors. So add in the label.
Yeah, so okay, let's change the way we approach this then, because if we add implementation plan,
okay.
So I don't know if the good. I will add that label, but I don't know that it's really being used. I think the seeking community or seeking contributors is maybe a better one.
Yes, but I remember hearing Christos talking about you can use the seeking community contribution to obviously search for issues. But if you, for example, are new, you can add the other label on top of that to filter for easier issues.
Oh yeah. Would we add some tests? We should.
I guess there are tests to make sure that quick action come out on the suggestions.
I don't know if there are, or I need to make sure that the quick actions work. I'm guessing that there's a similarly named issue and merge action spec. No, there actually isn't. So we've got to find a spec that does /spend spec with RB. Let me just move my other screen across so you can see what I'm randomly rabbiting on about. So it's done in quite a few places. Probably be. Oh, that's interesting. That shouldn't really be in EE, I don't think.
Well, it depends on what that's doing, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's an epic. It probably should be in there. Okay, ignore me. Yeah, I think it's probably in here, right? So let me see if they've got spec as well. No, we haven't. That's interesting.
What if you search for spend instead of spend?
Yeah, so maybe this is a place. Hopefully we're not leading them down a blind alley, but oops. So then we should be able to good for seeking community contribution. Beautiful. Cool. Sorry we didn't make more progress through the list than I would have liked. I may or may not continue for at a later point. If you wanted to try and squeeze in another session Oh no, actually, I'm out of the office Thursday and Friday, so that's probably unrealistic. But like I think that you've pretty much hit the nail on the head with most of them. So maybe like of an evening or at some point I might chip away at a few more and just kind of keep you posted.
Yeah, well, if you want to have another look, during the same time, I almost every day I can do that.
Okay, I'll let you know. As I say, tomorrow's my only day left this week, really. So, and then it basically takes us up to next year. I'm out Thursday and Friday, so
Okay, so no, yeah, don't worry. That's
it
just
doesn't leave a great deal. But if I get an opportunity, I'll give you a shout.
yeah, don't worry.
Superstar. Thanks as always for your time, Marco, and see you on the flip side.
Oh yes, thanks again for the help.
You're welcome.
Bye
See you
everyone.
later. Bye.
Bye.